Well, this afternoon, we're hearing exclusively from a Yolo County supervisor for the first time since a scathing civil grand jury report on that deadly explosion in Esparto.
The report last month said the tragic deaths of 7 people could have been prevented. It also called out the Board of Supervisors, claiming they failed to make the enforcement of the building and safety codes a priority.
KCRA 3 Investigates Lizzie Mitri asked them about those claims.
The Yolo County Board of Supervisors met for the first time since the release last month of a civil grand jury report that called them out for failures it said that may have contributed to the fireworks explosion in Esparto last July that killed 7 people. Deaths, the report found, that could have been prevented.
There were a lot of people that knew about this. If one of them had stood up and said, wait, you can't do this, there's a danger, I think that it might have stopped. No one did.
The grand jury confirmed what KCRA 3 Investigates first reported back in August, that county code enforcement employees got reports of an illegal fireworks business at that Esparto property years before the explosion, but they failed to take any action. And the grand jury said it couldn't get a straight answer as to why.
There are a whole list of things that we think might have contributed to it. One is this sort of atmosphere that you should be tolerant of activities that are taking place on farmlands, not look at them too closely.
That's where they say the County Board of Supervisors came in. The supervisors rejected our request for an interview last month, so we went to talk to them after their board meeting today.
The grand jury had said that the board fostered a culture of tolerance for code violations, so we'd like to hear from you.
The explosion happened in Supervisor Angel Barajas' district.
We need to close session, so let me give you a response.
When is a good time? Because we've reached out to schedule a time to sit down, and we've been refused all our requests for an interview.
Oh, this is the first time I'm hearing on that, so let me speak with the PA.
The grand jury also questioned the board's commitment to transparency, noting supervisors hired a law firm to investigate the county's community services department, but the board doesn't have to make the findings of that investigation public.
Will the findings of the internal review be released to the public? Because the contract says that it is covered under attorney-client privilege.
Not sure if they're going to be released, but we're going to close session to maybe discuss some of that.
Is this the accountability and transparency, though, that you promised the public?
Definitely. We want to make sure that we're accountable, we're transparent under the law. We're going to make sure that during the appropriate timing that we can be able to release all of that information. Very complicated.
The next step in the civil grand jury process requires an official response to the findings and recommendations in the report. And the Yolo County Board of Supervisors has until the end of June to submit that response. Reporting here in Woodland, Lizzie Mitri, KCRA 3 Investigates. And we should mention there was something noticeably absent from today's board meeting. There was no talk of the county's permitting process and code enforcement like the county originally said would happen. We did ask why, and the county said it had to be rescheduled as they finalized the presentation.